Hey there! Can you see me? I'm over here. Let me get closer. I'm V Jr. You probably already know my dad, Professor V. He is pretty cool. He helped me understand a lot of things about the economy and money. I love being up here. The air is fresh, the view is spectacular, my mind is free, and I can think clearly. And so can you. You should try it sometime. I want to tell you a short story that might change how you think about money and the economy, right here from this mountaintop. Let me begin. This is a great spot. So where were we? Oh, before there was trade, before there was money, before there were cities, nations, or markets, there was only one thing that made life possible: energy. Do you see the sun out there? That amazing ball of energy. That is what makes Earth the way it is today, and everything on it, including us humans. Look closely. Observe where value begins. Value begins the moment a human being transforms nature into something usable. When a farmer grows food, when a miner extracts metal, when a fisher brings nourishment from the sea. This is primary production, the foundation of every economy that has ever existed. And everything else is exchanged for it. Yes, everything else in the economy is exchanged for the value created in primary production. No matter what kind of value and how much value is created in the whole economy after primary production, it is always equal to the total value created in primary production and is exchanged for it. This is the honest truth. Anyone who tells you otherwise is mistaken. Big time. Fundamental value is created only once at primary production, and everything else is exchanged for it. Fundamental value is not created in boardrooms, stock exchanges, digital ledgers, or financial abstractions. We celebrate our engineers, our doctors, our teachers, our designers. Their work enriches our lives, expands our knowledge, and builds our future. But none of them, not one, can exist without the constant flow of primary production. Turn off the farms and every profession collapses. Turn off the mines and every tool disappears. Turn off the energy supply, and the entire world goes dark. Every service, every innovation, every invention depends on the steady heartbeat of primary production. This is why all professions and industries essentially must exchange the value they create, directly or indirectly, with primary products. And yet, we have built monetary systems that pretend value can be created anywhere by anyone at any time. We print money, we issue credit, we inflate numbers on screens and call it wealth. And we ignore the fact that money is a representation of fundamental value, and that value comes from one place: the human energy required to transform nature into usable goods. Imagine the economy as a great tree. Primary production is the root system, hidden, humble, essential. Secondary production is the trunk, strong, structured, and supportive. Tertiary services are the leaves, diverse, beautiful, flourishing. But no matter how many leaves you grow, no matter how tall the trunk becomes, if the roots die, the tree dies. You cannot feed a tree by painting the leaves green, and you cannot sustain an economy by creating money disconnected from its roots. Hard-working people on our beautiful planet deserve a fair, rational monetary system that recognizes this truth. Money should be created only when new fundamental primary value enters the economy, and it should disappear when that value is consumed. If gold is money, then wheat is definitely money. If mining gold or iron creates new fundamental value, then producing apples, timber, oil, and gas is no different, and they all can be represented with new money creation. If you eat an apple, its value disappears, and so should the money that represents its value. If you burn gas, its value disappears, and so should the money that represents its value. Anything else is illusion. Anything else is distortion. Anything else is false narrative that we tell ourselves. This is how nature works. That's how the ecosystems that have sustained life for billions of years work without the help of economists and financial engineers. The blueprint for that process is well described in the SOP system of money creation and destruction, which you can learn more about by reading this book or watching the Universal Currency presentation part 2 on this channel. That's how the money system should be structured, based on logic and honesty. If humanity is to build a fair, stable, and honest global economy, we must return to the truth that has always been there. Value begins with those who bring forth the raw materials of life. Primary production is the source of all wealth, and money, real money, must be grounded in that reality. Because when we honor the true origin of value, we honor the people who sustain civilization itself, and that's where a just economy begins. Before it's too late and we all fall into financial black hole and collapse. Watch all the videos on this channel, like and subscribe. Thanks and see you later.